inverted head and shoulder pattern, and the neckline of that pattern has been broken on the upper side around 19,700 levels with gap up opening today. So all these indications are suggesting that recent swing low of 19,333 is expected to be an important bottom reversal. If you look at the chart at large, that we are witnessing higher tops and bottoms, and this recent correction, the previous correction from the high of 20,200 to 19,333 is expected to be seems to have reversed up, and market has taken its momentum on the upper side. Currently placed at the higher levels, what we can observe is the trend line chart. This is the resistance around 19,800, 850 levels. That is not a big resistance, as we have crossed the important hurdles of 19,700 to 700 to 750 levels, and currently market is placed around 19,810. So I'm not expecting a 19,850 as a big resistance, this trendline resistance, and eventually we could see Nifty breaking above this hurdle and move higher. On Nifty, on the weekly chart, is showing some promising chart patterns. What we can observe is 10-week and 20-week EMA, and Nifty has been taking support of this 10-week EMA over the last 6 months. And recently, we have seen Nifty on intra-week basis broken below this 10-week EMA, and at the lower levels, it has taken support of 20-week EMA. So this is important development. The hammer, after the formation of this hammer kind of a pattern, Nifty has moved up so far this week from the lower levels. This is indicating that at the lows, buying is emerging. There is a strong support placed at 10-week EMA as well as 20-week EMA on the larger term chart. This higher tops and higher bottom formations are indicating that we are likely to see more upside. This overall chart pattern is indicating that Nifty is likely to reach up to the recent all-time high of 20,222, even could move higher. And on the RSF front is also showing positive strength. It has turned above from the 60 levels, which is indicating that upside momentum is gaining its strength. Now let's look at the broader market indices like Midcap 100. Friends, chartically, Midcap 100 was showing a downward correction after the sharp decline of 12th of September, this big negative candle. And recently, Midcap and broader market index have showed upside recovery from the low levels. There was an attempt of false downside breakout of the support, and in the last 2 sessions, it has bounced back sharply from the lows and is currently making an attempt of decisive upside breakout of the whole range moment. This is positive indication, and the small cap as well gained upside momentum. Currently, it was recently it was moving in a range, currently making an attempt to break above the range of around 12,900 odd levels. So move above the range in mid cap and small cap will likely to open further upside momentum in the mid and small cap segments in the near term. On the other sectoral indices like Nifty Automobile has showed a promising up move in the last couple of sessions after a sharp decline of the last few weeks. It has in fact, has broken the support of 200-day EMA a few sessions back and immediately bounced back from the lows. This is indicating some false kind of a downside breakout, which is in line positive for this stock, for this sector. And I believe I'm expecting this oil and gas sector to do well in the near term. Automobile, as usual, is looking positive after a small downward correction, has bounced back smartly in the last couple of sessions. Metal as well, the recent downward correction seems to have completed metal. After the formation of this bullish pattern, last 2 sessions, we have seen upside momentum. In fact, today it was showing a consolidation, but I think upside momentum will take up in the future. And the realty as well, it is continuously moving up, placed at the higher levels on the weekly chart. It has witnessed a sharp upside breakout of this strong resistance around 560. This sector has validated this upside breakout and bounced back after revisiting the prior broken area. This is positive for the real estate. I think real estate stocks could show some traction on the upper side. And FMCG is also showing a larger consolidation pattern, currently placed at the highs of that range around the 50 to 52,250 odd levels. I'm expecting this to be broken on the upper side. On the other side, contrary side, the IT has shown some tiredness kind of a signal today. We could see some consolidation pattern. The trend remains intact for the IT, but range bound action or a consolidation is likely in IT sector. And pharma is showing some range bound action. This range movement is likely to continue in pharma. This is a snapshot of the market and indices and sectoral. Now over to you, Devarsh.
Okay, thank you, Nagaraj. Is my screen visible?
Yes, it is visible.
PPT is visible, right?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay. So, welcome, friends. As Nagaraj pointed out, markets have, after a 3 week of consolidation and correction, markets have now started looking up, perking up, and we are likely to see some good times ahead. Fundamentally, from the 1st of May, we have issued 103 recommendations. Another 2 fresh recommendations have been issued recently. CARE ratings has been booked recently. 18% gain in CARE and about 18.5% in SUM distilleries. Similarly, about 104 recommendations have been issued, have been booked properly in BSPL. And this week, we have again issued 5 new recommendations. Vanke's, IRFC. Today, we have issued 3, Reliance, Indus Tower, and Star Cement. These are the levels which are seen on your screen. We are expecting about 13 to 15% upside in these stocks. Now let us discuss in detail the couple of fundamental recommendations which we have issued. IIFL Securities for target of 97 and 108 and Birlasoft. So first let me talk about Birlasoft. We have issued on around 512. This is the company which is engaged in the providing enterprise and digital technologies and focusing on 4 verticals: manufacturing, energy and utilities, BFSI, and healthcare. Here we are expecting that the company will have a robust growth of about 22% for the next 2 years, and that's why we have arrived at a target of 560 and 597. These are the 2 levels you need to watch out for. Similarly, the key capital market participants, brokers are doing quite well. Volumes are rising. Record number of demat accounts are opening, and that is giving momentum to the brokers like IIFL Securities. There we have recommended to buy between 88 to 90 band, and if there is a decline, average it between 79 and 81 for the targets of 97 and 108. So these are the 2 new fundamental recommendations: Birlasoft and IIFL Security, and another 5 on e-margin side: Vanke's, IRFC, Reliance, Indus Tower, and Star Cement. You should pay attention to. Apart from this, if somebody were to look at SIP, we have issued 18 stocks on July 21st, and these are the names on the screen. You can have a look at them, and gradually every month put some money to work in these stocks and benefit out of it. So the message from the market is this, that after 3 weeks of correction, markets are looking up. It is perking up. Mid cap, small cap, and large cap, all stocks are likely to have a rebound over the next week. If international cues are positive, we can attempt also to go back to the all-time highs also. So pay attention to these recommendations and ask everyone to invest. Now, if you have any questions regarding any sector or markets, we would love to handle. So one of the questions which is there is on the geopolitical issue. Many people have asked us about what is the implication of the conflict which is happening in the Israel and Gaza Strip. So our take is this, that whatever has happened, market has already discounted it. Now, unless it blows into something bigger, geopolitical conflict, and if many countries do participate in it, then the risk of global risk of can happen. But otherwise, as of now, markets have discounted that event, and we are not likely to see any more downside because of that. Real estate side, Sudarshan R is asking a question. What about the real estate sector? The reality has broken out after 14-15 years of consolidation. That index has achieved new highs. We are bullish on real estate as a cycle. We have recently, our institutional research has issued some of the reports, and they are quite bullish on stock like Shobha Developers and PNC Infra, Prestige. These are the ones which we have issued. Mr. Sudarshan, you can go back to our website, HDFC Securities, and under the research, fundamental research, you will get the ideas about the research reports on Shobha and Prestige. Higher targets have been issued. We like, so IT companies are going to announce result, Mr. Vishwanath. You are asking about IT. So TCS numbers are going to be announced soon. Tomorrow, Infosys numbers are there, and these companies are going to drive the sector. Mr. Vishwanath is asking about Fed meeting and meeting the impact on it. So yesterday, Fed chairman and one of the other Fed governors have started hinting towards the market that the rise in yield is enough. They may not increase the interest rate anymore, and they have started guiding the markets towards that. So if that message is what we read properly, then it is likely to be pause in US. So US Fed may not increase the interest rate this time, and if that continues, that will be a positive for emerging market, especially countries like India. Many foreign brokerages have started upgrading India, and that's what we saw in the market today. Okay, Nagaraj, do you want to add anything on from the technical side? We have answered the questions which are there.
Yeah, most of the sectors are looking positive, especially realty, as you mentioned. We have seen some significant upside breakout of the higher levels. And what we observed that after the upside breakout, this realty sector revisited its previous breakout area, which is indicating very strong on the upper side. Though market has corrected recently, this sector has maintained its upward stance. So I'm expecting bullish stance for this sector. And the mid cap and small caps are also looking positive. We could see some good traction in mid and small cap stocks ahead.
Okay, so the message from the market is that be bullish on markets, have your risk management system in place. We have issued 4-5 MTF recommendation, couple of fundamental recommendation. Please go through them, read it, and pass it on to you and your customers. That's all for this webinar. Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you, Nagaraj, and we can close this webinar.
Thank you everyone.
Have a good day ahead.